So over the years that we've been working together, one of the fantastic pieces that we've been able to do is take the best of our network, take the innovation that you're driving with the products and the platform that you're innovating on, and making sure that we bring those two things together in a really coherent way for our customers.
Hey guys, I'm Ben, and it's great to be back. That's our day 3 at MWC. I'm here with Chris from BT, Director of Division X. Thanks so much for joining us.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Coming to our booth.
Of course.
So we have a couple of questions we'd love to get your thoughts on. So the starting one is, tell you your view and on how messaging and voice has evolved, especially in the UK, into a different maybe chat app environment.
Yeah, definitely. I think what we've seen is you've come from this very sort of basic SMS world of quite transactional, one and done kind of approach. And what we're really seeing from consumers and businesses alike is this combination now of beginning to make things more conversational, being more sticky, actually driving engagement with the brand, so they can get more than just a message that says a parcel's out for delivery. Actually, that secondary engagement of continuing that conversation is something that I'm seeing a lot of buzz here around the MWC, and of course working with partners like yourselves that we can enable that or within our network and sort of become kind of leaders in that field is a fantastic opportunity for us as the market adoption comes to fruition as well.
Awesome. And have you seen the start of this RCS positioning come about? Obviously, Apple announced it last year. Have we started to feel that as well in BT?
Definitely, and we've sort of been really driving this as well in that we see the power of what's possible here. It's fantastic when we're sitting down with our customers, really looking at you've got this fantastic technical feature that's going to be enabled or is enabled and will start to drive at scale. But actually, when we start talking through with customers around what are the problems that they're facing today and how RCS might be able to play a part in that, whether that's through security or verification or even just branding from a marketing perspective, we're really seeing customers from a business angle really starting to embrace that. And again, here at MWC this week, everywhere, RCS is everywhere in the messaging halls, because I think there's a lot of excitement, right, when you get someone like Apple coming in to join the party.
Great stuff. And I think that this naturally pushes into this environment of conversational experiences. So you've gone from, I think, one directional channel into something which is a little bit more. Maybe you could see how you've engaged in that conversational experience.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's conversational experience, but also making sure that that's something that's easy for the end customer to discover, to adopt, to engage with. Everyone has their own preferred communication channel as well, which is something I think we have to be very cognizant of. We can't really force people down a channel that we think they should be using. They're going to make their own decisions on that. So it's important for us that as we drive this conversational agenda, that we're doing that in a meaningful way across different platforms, different capabilities, so that the customer can get to where they want to very, very quickly.
And do you think there's from a future perspective of, we're looking in conversational experiences now?
Yeah.
If we're looking sort of a few years down the line, sort of indirectly, how do you sort of see it being changed or transitioning?
Yeah.
More engaging?
Well, I mean, I look at this mostly from the starting point of a demographic, right? So if you look at the future customers of tomorrow, they're probably going to be people that will invariably never want to pick up a phone to actually make a phone call. So it's super important that as the platform kind of evolve over the next few years, that we're looking at how customers are actually going to be using it. One of the things that we're trying to do within Division X is making sure that we're not building for the now, we're building for the problems that our customers are going to be seeing tomorrow.
So we've been partners for a while, and I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit about how we see the future of our partnership evolving, maybe for enterprises, for SMBs, moving forward.
Definitely. I think one of the absolutely critical things for Division X is where we understand what can BT do and what do we do really well, and where do we partner to create this powerhouse, right? And a crucial part of that for us is around co-creation of innovation, of addressing those customer problems. So over the years that we've been working together, one of the fantastic pieces that we've been able to do is take the best of our network, take the innovation that you're driving with the products and the platform that you're innovating on, and making sure that we bring those two things together in a really coherent way for our customers. And I think it's vital that we sort of operate that in the open as well, in terms of how we do co-create together, because neither one of us is going to win at this on our own. It's super critical that we actually come together to create that partnership powerhouse.
I mean, this is what we're trying to build. I mean, sometimes going together is definitely the way forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that. I guess sort of from a perspective of security and compliance, when you look at BT, how do your networks sort of secure the compliance aspect?
Yeah, well, the great question, and one that is super important to everything that we do at BT, which is I think we're the only operator in the UK that actually has a dedicated messaging security team within our product unit, so that we can be super close to the customer issues that we believe that they may be facing. Last year, our messaging team won a UK government award for the work that we've been doing around smishing. We try to always be at the forefront and again, future looking and making sure that we're keeping our customers safe and protected. And a big part of that as we move into this richer business messaging world is, what role can verification play? How are we working with businesses to engage them in that platform? Because ultimately, the more that you can engage with the consumers that then become very trusting of this as a communication channel, that's a win-win for everybody involved, because there's less fraud or spam or smishing. There's more around trusted engagement, and it really helps again with that conversational piece.
So yeah, exactly. Look to the future. How do you sort of see future messaging with innovation evolving moving forward?
Yeah, well, I think that it'd be remiss of me not to mention the buzzword of the conference, which is AI. I think the role that will play both in the conversational piece and the generative piece of the actual conversational chat element of messaging, but also how can it help us develop platforms and communication platforms in a quicker way as well. So more from a back-end development perspective. And I think it feels like this is going to be the year for RCS, and I think if we can make some simple proof points this year and get customers really engaged on that journey, I think they're going to be more engaged in doing that co-creation with us.
Captain, I mean, that's actually a very good segue into AI. I mean, this is what we're sitting under the say hi to the AI hub.
We are.
So I guess from directional view of AI, we are in ground zero of AI today. We're all experimenting with it. How do you sort of see it progressing sort of forward and slightly into the future? I don't know what BT are building, but it would be interesting to sort of hear from you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, as many businesses are, we're looking at AI across all areas of our business and how that could help us deliver better for customers. I've joined a few of the talks here where they're talking specifically around AI in telco and what that might mean. There are certainly much smarter people than me that are looking at this from a more holistic perspective. But one of the things that we're really trying to do in Division X is what's actually here in the now, right? Because it's evolving so quickly. What we were talking about 6 weeks ago is not what we're talking about today in terms of the capability and the availability of that. So I think it's going to be really critical for telcos and our partners and our customers to look at this from a realistic way, which is you have the visionary ideation, but actually what's here? How do we adopt that? Do we have the customer trust? And should we be adopting that before we start putting it into our product? So I think there's for sure going to be a bit of a rat race to be first out with some of these products. But we've got to make sure from a customer angle it's also the right thing to do.
So talking about AI, a lot of businesses have it. A lot of businesses are pushing in that direction, and they have to be. I'm interested sort of from your perspective, what do businesses need to be successful in actually having AI within their organization?
Yeah, for me, this absolutely starts at the very core of knowledge and upskilling, right? Because it can be this broad, vast, scary topic in many ways. And you saw this sort of as the large language models started to come online, and we've had instances where you've seen large businesses kind of try new approaches and they hadn't quite got that skill and that knowledge of what could go wrong. And I think that's a very good starting point here which is, let's think about this of what's the headline that you wouldn't want to see if we adopt and embrace this technology, and having that knowledge and that capability within the workforce is going to be absolutely critical.
Now I'm living my life in my own terms, finding my voice, making my own choice.